Hello and welcome to another Connor Super Goofy video. So this is going to be a quite different video from most other things that I have done, because we are going to be ranking every single song on the Minecraft soundtrack. I got this idea I've had this idea for a while, but I felt like now was the time to do it. So anyway, we're ranking the soundtrack up to 1.21. We have 94 songs to rank, and we're going to be splitting them into tiers. So we're gonna obviously still have them ordered, but we are also going to separate them into tiers as well. So we've got 94 songs, and our F tier today consists of 8 songs, which are just, they're mostly just complete garbage. Either that or they're just not music at all. So coming in at number 94, we have Boss. This is just not a song that I would ever listen to. Of course, the song does its job pretty well. That being the theme for the boss fight in the end. But it's just one note that is just played throughout the entire song, and it's just so boring. And so we have that song at number 94. Of course, I am looking at my computer screen where we have the number rankings. And fun fact, Boss is actually one of 2 songs on the soundtrack that is not included in any of the albums. At number 93, we actually have the other song that is not included in any of the official releases on like Spotify and stuff. At number 93, we have Disc 11. Disc 11 is one of the spooky discs, and although I appreciate it for what it's trying to do, of course it's a kind of like a lore builder. Like when you find it, it's supposed to like tell a story, but I just don't really care about lore or anything like that. And so obviously most people would have these lore discs at the bottom of their list. I am going to as well, so sorry about that, 11 fans. This song is not even a song, is going to place 93rd. Alright, at number 92, we have the other lore-based disc in the other game. Well, there's 3 of them. This is the second one. We have Disc 13 at number 92. This is the most famous of the 3 lore discs, and it's definitely quite spooky. I think it's the least spooky of the 3 like lore-based like spooky discs. I think it's better than 11 at least. I just don't have that much else to say about the song. So yeah, Disc 13 is going to place 92nd. Now you may be expecting Disc 5 to place in 91st. Because obviously it's the lore discs, but actually we have something different placing in 91st. Something you may not be expecting, but we have the track Death appearing at number 91st. This is once again just not a track that I would ever listen to. It's audio of like a chicken being hunted and killed with like this kind of piano song in the background. It just doesn't feel. It just, for me, it falls in the same boat as the other, like the lore discs. Even though it's not a disc, I think it falls in that same boat, that same category as discs 5, 11, and 13. It's just not something that I would ever listen to. Anyway. Disc 5 is number 90. Disc 5 is definitely my favorite of the 3 discs. It's definitely the coolest of these kind of order, like these kind of bottom songs. It is definitely the coolest, which is why I put it above the other 2 lore discs and also above Death. It's just, once again, not really music, except for this part that's coming on. And not really something that I would really want to listen to, like, outside of the game. Okay, we have 3 songs left in, F tier, and, 2, and these next 2, play together in the soundtrack. They are not in the game. Coming in at number 89, we have Droopy Likes Your Face. I don't really have that much to say about this song. It just doesn't, A, it doesn't feel like Minecraft, and B, it's just kind of weird the way that it has the talking in it. If you heard the song, you'll know what I mean. It just feels kind of weird, and just isn't really that fun to listen to. So I'm gonna put it in 89th place. Coming in at number 88, we have Droopy Likes Ricochet, which is the other one that is found together with it. Even though it doesn't have like the robot voice, is what I'm going to call it. I just don't find it that pleasant to listen to, which is why I'm putting it beside the other Droopy song in F tier. Now there is one more song that I think is bad enough to go in F tier, and it's a song that a lot of you probably aren't going to see coming. But it's a song that, on top of being just quite less than mediocre by itself, also has a huge issue that just kind of ruins it for me. Coming in at number 87, we have Yakusoku by Kumi Tanioka. This is from the latest addition to the soundtrack, the 1.21. This song starts out just kind of boring and is not really worth listening to anyway. But there is also a major issue that absolutely plagues this song and brings it all the way down to F tier. And it is found here. This part cuts in way too abruptly and is just, it doesn't mix with the rest of the song well at all. I would remove this part, or at least make this part quieter. It just doesn't mix very well with the rest of the song. Also, just if you don't have this part, even then, like, it's just not that great of a song to listen to. So it is the best F tier, but it is still an F tier for me. Alright, coming up next, we have our D tiers. So kicking off our D tier, we have number 86, which is C418 Chris. Spoiler alert, not all of these, but most of these are going to end up placing quite low on the list because I just don't hear them enough. If they played in game, they would probably place a lot higher. But I think this is the worst of the songs that don't play in game. It plays after Clark on the album. And spoiler alert, Clark is going to be super duper high on the list. But this one just doesn't really vibe with me. Anyway, coming in at number 85, we have, I believe it's Komorebi, or something along those lines, by Kumi Tanioka. Spoiler alert, the third song that Kumi Tanioka composed for the 1.21 soundtrack is going to be super low as well. This song is just not my vibe. It's too boring. Although, Kumi Tanioka's Caves and Cliffs songs are going to place relatively high, we're even going to have one of them in S tier. The 1.21 songs are just not, I just don't, really see the point in listening to them. They're just kinda boring. Anyway, moving on, we have number 84, which is C418 Intro. This song is just, first of all, it just doesn't feel Minecrafty. And second of all, it's just isn't really a song that I would listen to. I did hear that this song is actually being recorded of C418 playing it on like a real life piano. But that's not going to cause me to like a song more, unfortunately. I'm gonna have to place this song near the bottom of D tier. Alright. Coming in at 83rd, we have the third and final of Kumi Tanioka's contributions to the 1.21 soundtrack, Poco Poco. This is the best of Kumi Tanioka's 1.21 songs, because I like the instrument that's being used in it. I don't know what instrument exactly it is, but it is definitely not an instrument that is in any other Minecraft song. And I do appreciate that, but that is not going to, unfortunately, that's not going to bring it any higher than 83rd. So, coming in, our next two spots are actually tied. So we have two songs tied at 81, because they're basically the two different parts of the same song. Coming in tied at 81st, we have Cat and Dog by C418. I don't really have the same appreciation for these tracks as everyone else does. When I see a Minecraft music disc ranking, Cat is almost always placed near the top. I just think this song is too overplayed, and I just don't really feel the same way about it as others do. I know that I'm going to get a bunch of pitchforks and torches for this, but Cat and Dog are placed tied in 81st. Coming in at number 80, we have Equinox by C418. This is another song that doesn't play in the game, but is just part of the album. And like I said before, most of these are going to place pretty low. This one falls into the same boat as Chris and Intro for the most part. Just not something that I would ever listen to. Alright, coming in at number 79, we have the Mall music disc. Choice between this and one of those other music discs, then I would just never pick this one. Like, this is not a music disc that I would look forward to putting in my jukebox. So, yeah, it's gonna unfortunately have to place 79th. Alright, coming in at number 78, we have another music disc. It is Blocks. My main critique is that it's too long. It's just not really, and it's just not that, like, it is definitely the best of the music discs that we have seen so far, but still, just like I said for Mall, you give me this music disc and give me any other music disc that we haven't seen yet, and I would just never pick this one. Like, it's not a music disc, once again, it's not a music disc I would look forward to putting in my jukebox. Coming in at number 77, we have the opening for the entire soundtrack of the game, C418, Key. This song just doesn't really have anything to it, which is why I'm putting it in D tier. Most of the more notable Minecraft songs are going to probably be somewhere in between C tier and B tier, but the opening for the soundtrack is going to place a D tier for me. It's just not something that I would really listen to. Spoiler alert, the second part of this song, Door, as well as the opening for the second album, Key spelled with an I instead of an EY, are both going to place relatively low as well. Coming in at number 76, we have The End. This is a song that I can at least appreciate a little bit. The song is 15 minutes long. It is basically a compilation of all the notable songs from the soundtrack. This song just, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, I mean, I guess it's okay. It's not bad, as, a theme for the end, but, I don't know, I just, once again, it's not something that I would listen to, in my free time, or anything. Coming in at number 75, we have 11, but not Disc 11. You see, there is a different song that is also called 11 that was put in place of Disc 11 on the Minecraft Volume Beta album, which is what we have here at number 75, and the best of D tier. The song is too short and monotone, and although I like the melody, it's just not something that I would really listen to in my free time. If it was more than just this piano, I would probably put it higher, but unfortunately, this is just going to go at the top of D tier for now. Alright, C tier time. Coming in at number 74, we have Door. Door is a better key, but is still not amazing. I would much rather listen to any of the 73 songs that we have above Door in the list. Alright, number 73, we have Echo in the Wind by Aaron Cherof from 1.20. This is the only song that plays in the game that I believe that I have not heard ever. I have not heard this track in the game once, and I believe that is most of the reason why it is actually placing this low here. I don't necessarily think that the song is bad. I just don't hear it enough for me to be able to place it any higher. Coming in at number 72, we have another 1.20 track by Aaron Cherof, Crescent Dunes. Crescent Dunes has an obnoxiously loud start to it. I mean, if you can hear that, I mean, it's probably kind of drowning out my voice a little bit, but that start jump scared me when I first heard it in the game. It's a Desert and Badlands track, but besides that really loud start, the rest of the track is quite underwhelming, so I'm going to have to put it in 72nd. Coming in at number 71, we have Lena Raine, Eld Unknown. This one is another one that I haven't really heard much in the other game, and that is also part of the reason why I'm placing it low. It's not that I don't like it, not necessarily. It's just I don't really care too much about it when it plays in the other game either. At least it's not like Echo in the Wind, where I have just never heard it. Yeah, I hear this a few times in the menu, but never really in the game. Alright, coming in at number 70, we are going to have quite a controversial one. Lena Raine, Otherside. I know that you guys are probably going to come to my house and murder me over this. This song is just good. I don't see really how it could be so great. Like, I know it's kind of like a what do you call it? It's a song that's like really good. Like it's a really energetic, I guess, kind of pop song, kind of like Pigstep. But I think that Pigstep just does it way better. And I don't really care how like iconic or anything that this song is. I'm still gonna put it in the 70s song because this just isn't my thing. Coming in at number 69, we have Ki. This time it's spelled K-I. This is the best of the Ki door tracks, but still, I would prefer anything else, at least of what we have seen already, to listen to instead of this. At number 68, we have Warmth. This is definitely by far the worst of the Nether tracks. There's just nothing there with it. I mean, I know it is kind of soothing and also quite hellish at the same time, quite fitting for the Nether. But I just think that other songs do this song's job way better than it. So, yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have to put Warmth down as the worst of the Nether tracks. Taking number 67, we have Ward, the music disc. I think Ward is kind of going at the same vibe as Otherside, but still other music discs just do it way better. I like the way that it opens up with Funeral March, and then you end up getting a completely different song, but still just not what I would prefer as a music disc. Alright, so all 3 of the 1.19 tracks are going to appear in a row here, because basically when I hear them, I hear them all exactly in the same places, and they just kind of merged in my brain for me. So all 3 of the 1.19 ambient tracks are going to go in a row here, with number 66 being Labyrinthine. My thoughts on all 3 of these songs are exactly the same. They're just they use the same kind of they use roughly the same instruments. I mean, they're like you know what I'm saying. That kind of all merged in my mind for me, and it's extremely difficult for me to tell them apart. Labyrinthine goes in 66. Number 65, we have Airy. Airy is quite calming, but there are other songs that we are going to be seeing much later in the list that do this song's job a lot better. Coming in at number 64, we have Firebugs. Now this is the song that I'm instantly able to recognize from the soundtrack for 1.19. Whenever I hear this song, I instantly recognize it as Firebugs. The other 2 kind of blend in. You get what I'm saying. This song goes on top of the other 3 for just being the most recognizable, in my opinion. So coming in at number 63 here, our next song is one of 2 special case songs that don't come from anywhere in the base game, but they come from the console edition, with the, I believe it's the Winter Mashup Pack. Basically, there's 2 songs that C418 composed for Volume Beta, which were in that kind of mashup pack. The first of which we have here at number 63 is Flake. I think this song is just inferior to the other song that goes in this mashup pack, and pretty much every way possible. This is just not a I mean, it does sound unique from anything else in Minecraft, but still, I would rather listen to other Minecraft music. Coming in at number 62, we have Drayton. I know that dry is German for 3. So, and I know that C418 is German, so I believe he's saying that there's 3 of something, and they are the title of this song. I don't necessarily know what the song's title is about, but Drayton is number 62. Now, I think this is a song that you guys guys will recognize and immediately feel nostalgia from. This is, I believe, the first song we've seen so far. I'm looking through the rest of the list. I think this is the first song that we've really seen that you hear it and you're overflowing with nostalgia, except for the music. This is one of the creative tracks. It's definitely the worst of the creative tracks in my opinion. I mean, it wasn't really that far off a race for the creative tracks. I just prefer other creative tracks over this one, so Drayton is going to go in 60 seconds. Coming in at number 61, we have the first of a like kinda series of songs. Coming in at number 61, we have Beginning, and although this may sound familiar, it's actually not in the game. There is another song that is basically a remake of it that we'll hear later that actually is in the game. But here is number 61. It is Beginning. This is just inferior to Beginning 2. And I'll think the same way about the Moog Cities, which is also coming up in not too long as well. The Moog Cities are coming up. Those, and then also Beginning 2 are going to come up early in B tier. Anyway, number 60, we have another music disc. We have Strad. That we've seen on the list that I can actually pick and like get myself down with listening to. I like the tropical vibe of this. It's just like I feel like the tropical could have been the theme could have been done a little bit better, but still I'm not complaining at all about this disc. Anyway, number 59 is Hagstrom, which should sound very familiar as soon as you hear it. It's one of the survival mode tracks. I like it. I just think it could have been done. Well, I don't necessarily think it could have been done better, but like, I just think there are better survival songs out there. So, Hagstrom is going to go close to the top of C tier. By the way, our C tier today has 19 songs. We have been through 16 of those. 3 songs left. Our next one is Melohi, or Mellow High. I'm just going to call it Melohi. It's another music disc. You have it here at number 58. Quite short and monotone, but I can see myself getting down. Like Strad, this is another music disc that I can see myself actually listening number 57, we have Floating Trees. The song is just mainly one note being played throughout the entire thing. And I sound hypocritical because I put Boss down in last place for the same reason. I just get more nostalgia from this and also just enjoy it more. This is a song that I'm actually used to, and like I can, I get immersed in it like more than I do for Boss, which is why I'm putting it in 57th rather than putting it close to the bottom. Okay, I am ready to get murdered in the comments for this one, because number 56, which is the best song that we're gonna have in our C tier, is a very iconic one. Number 56 is the song that actually is just called Minecraft. It's for the same reason that I put Cat in 81st. It's overplayed, and it's just overplayed, which is why I am putting it down in C tier. However, I do enjoy it more than I enjoy Cat, which is why I'm not putting it down close to like the very, very bottom of the list. Alright, it is time for our B tier. So we have got a total of 20 songs in our B tier. So buckle up, this is going to be a long ride. Anyway, so we're going to start at number 55 here for B tier. And this is the other song that was kind of remade in the second volume of the soundtrack, and that remade version is what's actually in the game, not this one. So number 55 here is Moog City. Now, unlike Beginning, you can actually tell that this song is quite different from what you normally hear in game. Obviously, I've heard, correct me if I'm wrong here, but I've heard that this used to be in the game but was replaced with Moog City 2, which I do like better. So, yeah. Yeah, expect to see that coming up in a few spots. But anyway, we've got number 54 here, which is the second of our Nether tracks that is coming in. At number 54, we have Dead Voxel. This one's like Warmth, but it does its job better. It's calming and soothing, and kind of captures the vibe of the Nether's emptiness. And I think this song is just better at being a more calming Nether song than Warmth does. Still not my favorite Nether song. I would much rather listen to something like Concrete Halls or Ballad of the Cats over this. Spoiler alert, those are coming much later in the list. But this song is still this song is still able to do its job quite well. Alright, coming in at number 53, we have one of our Caves and Cliffs songs, which is Wending. This song opens up, like, this song opens up really good. I like the kind of piano strum that we have going on here. I don't hear this often enough, though, for me to really place it any higher. For some of the other Caves and Cliffs soundtrack, they're gonna, like, place, like, super high because I hear them a lot more, and I just like them a lot more. Wending is not bad. I just like some of the other songs better. On to number 52. We have Beginning 2. So we heard Beginning earlier, back when we were in C tier. Beginning 2 is what we've got right now. Quite well of doing what it's supposed to do. It's one of the menu tracks. It's only heard in the main menu. Obviously, we heard Floating Trees earlier. A lot of these most of these menu tracks are going to come like near the middle of the list. Not much to say about it, so we're gonna move on. 51, we have a short one, and from, based on what I have heard, it's one that a lot of people like and have a lot of nostalgia for. Number 51 is Wet Hands. Okay, so I actually like the other piano song, Dry Hands, a lot more than this. So this one's gonna place, so that one's gonna place a lot higher, spoiler alert. But, this one's not bad. I mean, I've only been playing Minecraft since 2017, and, so I haven't been playing for quite as long as the kind of nostalgia heads have been playing it for, so, yeah, I really don't appreciate it as much as them, which is why I'm only putting it in 51. But it's not bad. Alright, number 50. 50 is, our third of, 4 menu tracks, and it's that, it is Moog City 2. Yeah, I feel like I'm just logging in and starting to play Minecraft right now. That is what this song, that is what I believe everyone associates this song with. It's just going in and going into the menu and like, alright, I'm ready to play my game. Once again, not much to say about Moog City 2. A lot of these near the middle, not gonna have much to say about. Number 49, I'm looking, I believe it's the second of the creative tracks that we've got here. We have Biome Fest. More than most people will appreciate, but yeah, this one is inferior in my opinion to some of the other creative tracks. Once again, not much to say on it. Like, we're right in the middle of the list, so we're gonna move on. Number 48, which I believe caps off the first half of the list, is One More Day by Lena Raine. This one I feel a lot more recent nostalgia towards. The Caves and Cliffs soundtrack are to me, because I really didn't start really getting into the game till 2022. These are some of the most nostalgic tracks in the game for me. So yeah, this one is smack dab in the middle. Is what I'm going to be able to give it. Once again, not much to say on it, so we're going to move on. Number 47 is another music disc. A music disc that is heavily overlooked because of another music disc we are going to see a lot later on in the list. But the music disc I am talking about to kick off the top half of the list is Creator Music Box. I like this. It is a perfect to kind of like the perfect kind of like lullaby music disc. Unfortunately, because it is an alternate version, I do find it quite inferior to the original version of the other song, which we will be hearing much later on. Number 46, we have one of the kind of more subtler tracks that plays while you're in survival. At 46, we have Oxygen. This one's just a better version of Key. This one's just a better take on what Key did. It's kind of the short, more kind of ambient song that plays in the background. Personally, I think it does that job much better than Key, which is why I'm placing it up here. Alright, 45 is another music disc. We have Wait. This is, I know that quite a lot of people, like this disc. Personally, I prefer other discs, but, if this was the drop that I got from a skeleton killing, the creeper, I wouldn't be mad, one bit. Once again, not much to say on it, so we're gonna move on. 44 is another OG survival track. We have Danny. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's not the survival track that I would prefer to have playing inside of my game. But I do like it. It's not a bad song. Alright, number 43 is one of the songs near the middle of the list that I'm probably going to have a lot more to say about. Because it is a mostly ambient track that plays down when you're down in the deep dark, when you're in the ancient city. At number 43, we have I like how this song starts off kind of calm and then gradually gets more and more intense until we get to about here. This is where the song peaks for me. This is when it reaches kind of the that climax moment. It's definitely one of my favorite. It's definitely my favorite song that is more there just to be kind of ambient and is not really meant to be like a song. It definitely outdoes the others by far. Speaking of far, that's what we have at number 42 is the far music disc. I really like it. So the thing that got me like kinda to just kinda really like this song is from a Stampy video. It's from the Re-Solitude Adventure map when they were climbing up the like floating islands on the way to the Nether portal. Obviously, they found this disc in a chest and they played it. That's what started to get me to really like this disc. Anyway, coming up right here is the first of our 3 Nether update, like kind of modern Nether tracks. This one is the one that plays in the Nether Wastes. This one is Rubido. All 3 of the Nether update tracks are going to place quite well here on the list. I just kind of like the spooky kind of piano that plays as the song progresses. I mean, this is the worst of the Nether update tracks, but not by a lot. It was a pretty close race between the 3 of them. Anyway, got another OG survival one here at number 40. It's Living Mice. Yeah, it's really good. Once again, it's not the survival mode song that I prefer, but it's still nice to listen to. Don't really have much to say about it, so I'm just gonna stop playing it right here. Alright, number 39 is a song that I didn't really have anywhere else that I wanted to place it. It's a good song. This one was one of the hardest songs to place on the entire list because I haven't heard it very much, but the times I did hear it, I really liked it, but still, like, I prefer some of the other songs. This one's one of the newer ones. I wouldn't be surprised if you haven't heard this one either. It's Bromeliad by Aaron Cherof, number 39. Bromeliad is yeah, it's a good one. The part that I like hasn't kicked in yet. Yeah, it's kicking in right now. This one's kind of a bop. Sorry about the ice cream truck music. I'm not sure if that's picking up on the microphone. Yeah, the ice cream truck is right outside our house. 38 is a song that I believe is the most popular Caves and Cliffs ambient track. It places at number 38 for me. It's Infinite Amethyst. Yeah, I like it. There are other Caves and Cliffs tracks that I do prefer. I don't really have much to say about it. It's number 38 for me. No big deal. Close to the middle of the list. Alright, number 37 is the second of our three modern Nether tracks. This one will play in the Soul Sand Valley and Basalt Delta biomes. This one is so below number 37, just edging out over Rubido. Like most Nether songs, it's kind of unnerving and really it's quite creepy. I think it fits the Soul Sand Valley and Basalt Deltas really well. I like it, putting it in 37th place. Don't have much else to say on it. So for our 36th place song and our best of B tier, we have another OG one. We've got Subwoofer Lullaby. This one's one of the most popular ones off the entire soundtrack. This one reminds me of when I was in the tutorial world on my PS4, and I would go to that, the villages. Like, this one is, this one actually gives me distinct, nostalgia and, memories. Unfortunately, it's not anything that I'm gonna be, listening to, on repeat or anything. So I can't really put it any higher than this, but B tier is a solid placement, so especially the top of B tier. So, yeah. Okay, it's time for our A tiers. So once again, we have 20 A tier songs on the other list. The A tier will go from 35 all the way up to 16. Coming in at number 35 for the bottom of A tier, we have Mice on Venus. It's another one of the OGs. I think it's one of the better ones. Of course, it's not necessarily one of the top ones that I would listen to. Yeah, I like it. It's good. Continuing on with our A tier, we have number 34. This one is a Caves and Cliffs song. It's An Ordinary Day. Fun fact, this song was released during 1.18, which is the Caves and Cliffs update part 2. I actually didn't end up hearing this song until 1.20. So when I first heard this, I originally thought that it was a 1.20 soundtrack, and it turned out to just be a 1.18 soundtrack. Anyway, this is one of the better Caves and Cliffs songs. It's kind of mystical sounding and just kind of calming, both at the same time. I really like that. It's a good song. Let's listen to that. Anyway, enough said. On to number 33. We have one of the most popular songs on the entire Minecraft soundtrack. This one is one of the creative tracks. We have Aria Math at number 33. The instant this came on, this was like you guys are vibing and stuff to it. Like this one's really good. This one had to be an 8. Of course, when given this and some of the other creative songs, I do prefer some of the other ones more. But it's hard to deny that this one is just Number 32 is another Caves and Cliffs entry to the soundtrack. We have Comforting Memories. It's a really good song. I like it. It's from this is definitely it's definitely one of the better Caves and Cliffs songs. Also one of the most nostalgic Caves and Cliffs songs. Like the B tiers, like for the A tiers, we're not gonna have too much to say, so let's move on. 31 is another creative track. It is the second best out of the creative tracks. We have Haunt Muskie. One's kind of got that kind of funky, like, it's a creative mode song, but it's also like, this one's hard to describe. It's quite soothing at parts and also can get very energetic. I like it. Of course, we have that there at number 31. Okay, number 30 is the other song that is a from that winter mashup pack from the Legacy Console Edition. Number 30 is Kyoto. I believe that's a city in Japan. It sounds Japanese. We got number 30 here. Like September 2023, like I was going through and like listening to the soundtrack, and I first heard this, and I was like, "Ooh, this one is good." Of course, it doesn't really fit in with base game Minecraft very much. I mean, don't find any music like this in the base game. Just listen to this. I mean, the second half does kind of bring it down. Like, this first half is good, but the second half is the reason why I can't really place it any higher than 30. If like this just doesn't sound as good, does it? I mean, it still sounds good. It still sounds good, don't get me wrong. It's just not as good as the first part. Alright, now for my favorite menu track in the game by far. Mutation is number 29. Just listen to it. Really good, isn't it? This reminds me of the menus just jumping into a world on the console edition before it changed into Bedrock. Those were good times. "28 is oh, I didn't I forgot I didn't quite turn that off. 28 is Left to Bloom, which is from the Caves and Cliffs soundtrack. This intro is one of the best intros for a song that we have in the entire game. Just the soft, kind of high-toned piano and yeah, just listen to that. There are 2 Caves and Cliffs songs still left to go though, so yeah, stay tuned for to find out which 2 those are. All right, for the best modern Nether ambient track that we have I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Chrysopia that we have here at number 27. I really like it. It's good. Kind of soothing, like, it doesn't really feel like the Nether as a whole, but it fits the Crimson Forest really well, in my opinion. Like, Lena Raine did a good job of making the 3, like, biome-specific tracks fit their biome. I say the one that's the worst at its job is Rubido, because it feels like just more of a general Nether track than a Nether Waste track. It still feels like a Nether track. But then So Below does a really good job of fitting the Soul Sand Valley and Basalt Deltas, and this does a good job of fitting the Crimson Forests as well. I like it. 26. We have Endless from the Minecraft 1.21 soundtrack. Fun fact, this song is 6 minutes and 40 something seconds. 6 minutes and 42 seconds, making it the longest post C418 track in the game. Number 26. Just like how calm and soothing and at times eerie this song gets. Some the notes of Infinite Amethyst right there. All right, 25 we have, I believe it's the second best. No, I think it's the third best of the survival songs. We have Dry Hands. This sounds different in the game than the way it sounds on the album. The game, it kind of sounds a little bit more, I don't know if muffled is the right word, but it sounds kind of like lower quality. I like how it sounds in the game better, but this is not bad. Of course, it is a super short track, so I don't really have much time to talk about it. Actually, no, I lied. This is the second best creative mode song here that we got at number 24. Blind Spots. This part is the part that's really got the song going for me. I mean, the second half isn't bad, but this first half here, is what really got me vibing. The creative songs. All right, 23. This one is another 1.21 song. We've got Puzzle Box right here. Good. I like this part. Anyway, we haven't seen an unused, like a completely unused Minecraft track in a while. Of course, we've got at number 22 we have the best, like the by far best unused track on the entire soundtrack. It's Excuse. Let me just play it right here. It's so calming yet just eerie. C418 actually said that this was supposed to play in the Nether, but he didn't want the album to just be like carbon copies of what's in the game. So instead he put this song on the shelf and then instead composed the other 4 Nether tracks. I mean, imagine hearing this in the Nether. It's a good song though. Alright, got 2 Aaron Cherof music discs in a row here. So, as I was editing the previous, I noticed that Otherside was too loud for y'all to hear actually hear me talking. So, when I play number 21 here, which is Precipice by Aaron Cherof, I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to pause it and then speak, because I know this song is actually quite loud. The biggest critique I hear of this song is that it doesn't sound like Minecraft. Like, who cares? It doesn't need to sound like Minecraft. It's still good. Like, it doesn't matter how well... I mean, I guess it kind of does matter, but it doesn't really matter how much it sounds like Minecraft, because eventually you're gonna think that this does sound, like Minecraft. If you know what I'm saying. Alright, number 20 is the other music disc that Aaron Cherof composed for 1.20, which is Relic. That part you just heard is my favorite part. The song kind of degrades and like gets worse after that, but that part goes hard. Anyway, number 19, we have the second best Caves and Cliffs song on the soundtrack. It's actually one of the songs that isn't heard much in the game, but I just liked it so much from listening to the soundtrack. It's Stand Tall. This one totally deserves a top 20 placement. I mean, just listen to that part that you just listened to gives me chills. Love it. This part's not bad either. All right, number 18. So we have got the best creative song of all the creative songs. This is obviously, as I have said before, the highest ranked out of the creative songs. So we're gonna play it for you here. It's Tazwell. It's 18. Hot take, I think the first part of this song is better. I mean, the way it builds up, I just like this first part better than the second part. Don't get me wrong, the second part isn't bad, but this song is up here for its first part. Let's take a little listen to the second part. Best creative song in my opinion. Alright, for number 17, we've got our, actually this is only our fourth best Minecraft 1.21 song. It's a new song that plays in the deep dark. We have Deeper. Quite spooky. Kind of sets the tone for like the eerie vibe of the deep dark, and I like that personally. It's really we still have 3 more 1.21 songs to go. And for the best of A tier, we have another music disc. We have Stall. I know that people find this disc, like this recorder part, really, really stupid. And a lot of people think it ruins the song. In my opinion, it makes the song better. It's just, it makes it just sound like really, really goofy. Now, if I had made this ranking back in like April, like before the 1.21 soundtrack came out, this would be top 5. Like, I remember on the day of the total solar eclipse, we were in the path of totality. We were lucky enough to be on that path, and so I was playing basketball with my brother, and this song was on when the whole place just was plunged into darkness for about 40 seconds. One of the weirdest memories of 2024 tied to this song. Anyway, it has kind of gotten a little old for me since then, which is why I'm putting it outside of S tier, at the top of A tier. But it's still really good. Alright, S tier time. Now for these, so our S tier is our top 15 songs in the on the Minecraft soundtrack. And for this top 15, I'm not gonna say the title of the song beforehand, because I want this to come into and come in as a surprise, which songs these are. Of course, if you do process of elimination, you obviously know what songs we have left, but I kind of want to surprise you with this one. All right, for the start of S tier, number 15. I would have this in A tier, but its iconicity helps carry it straight into like the bottom of S tier for me. All right, number 14. Bet you weren't expecting this one to make it into S tier, or did you? I've loved this song ever since I've been hearing it in the Nether. There is one more Nether song that's better than this, but gotta give this song the credit where it's due. And it's just so scary, and also it builds up, and then it kind of builds up into this massive, like, kind of explosion, if you will. Just listen to this. That right there is what makes this song so good for me. Alright, number 13. Listen to this. This is my favorite part. Alright, here at number 12, we have, by far, the best Caves and Cliffs song. Not a lot of people like this song, but this one just gives me chills. Straight to the bone. With how kinda somber and... not necessarily somber, but like... you know, with the piano, it just... something about this song just gives me straight up chills. Alright, number 11, we have the best Nether song. This is the first song from the game that I actually was really vibing to. Like the other Nether songs, it builds up. I really like it. Okay, now it's time for the top 10. This is my number 10 favorite song on the soundtrack. One of the more recent ones. I just love the piano melody that this one has to it. It's a really good song. Just listen to this. Alright. So if you have been like crossing like all of the Minecraft songs off the list as we go, you may have noticed something missing from what we've seen on the list so far. And that is that we haven't actually seen any of the aquatic update tracks yet. And the dumb person may be just thinking, oh, he forgot to add the aquatic tracks because they play so rarely and they're so boring. However, any person with half a brain cell would know we just haven't gotten to any of them yet. That is right. All 3 of the aquatic update tracks landed in my top 10. The aquatic soundtrack is so underrated that the worst aquatic track landed at number 9. All 3 of the aquatic tracks just either give me chills or they're just really fun to listen to. I mean, the songs are so rare in game that when you hear one of them, like when you're exploring like an ocean monument or something, it's special. It's just this one's really good. It's the worst aquatic track and still managed to end up in the top 10. 94 songs. Alright, number 8. This is another one that gives me chills. Let me just listen to this. It almost sounds kind of familiar, like it's something that I've heard before. Like this piano melody just sounds kind of familiar. I'm not talking about the echo and the wind motif. I'm talking about just this melody right here. It sounds familiar and it just sounds so good. It does get worse towards the end of the song, like the melody completely changes, but the song, this part is so good that the second half of the song is not nearly enough to bring it even out of the top 10. Alright, number 7. This is our highest modern ambient track. For good reason as well. This one's just so joyful and just so soothing. Definitely one of my favorite songs from 1.20. Number 6. This is the best OG survival track and on the soundtrack by far. There is absolutely no convincing me otherwise. I fell in love with this song as soon as I heard it. This one is amazing. Enough to bring it just outside the top 5 for me. Alright, now for the top 5. This, drumroll please, this is your number 5 song. My number 5 favorite song on the soundtrack. Of course, the credit song placed in the top 5. This song has so many twists and turns, so many elements of the Minecraft soundtrack, and it's just definitely my like this had to place in the top 5. There's no way that it couldn't have placed in the top 5. Alright, number 4. This song is ridiculously overplayed and overrated, and it still managed to place in 4th. That's how good it is. I just really like this music disc. There is one more music disc left in the list that, spoiler alert, is in 2nd place. But it is time for number 3. This is absolutely a top 5 song for me. I mean, this one is just so hard to describe. But it's just really, really gives me a combination of chills and just energy. This one's also a good aquatic track, too. And now, for the second best song on the entire Minecraft soundtrack. I'm sure some of you were expecting this one to place in 1st. It's that good. And, of course, I was considering placing it in 1st place. I mean, I remember this came out the day before prom. My junior year. It was my junior year of high school, and this came out the day before our prom happened. And so I was blasting this in my ear all night long at prom. It was really good memories. And that is not even what I associate this song with anymore. It's just so good, and I've listened to it so many times. But there is one song that, despite how good this song is, there is one song that, in my opinion, is better. This song making it to the number 1 spot is probably going to surprise a lot of you. But this is my favorite song off the entire Minecraft soundtrack. I instantly fell in love with this song the second I paid attention to it for the first time. I believe this is the last song that C418 composed for the soundtrack of the game. This is just so good. Like, I can't even like describe the feelings that this one gives me. It is amazing. And somehow it landed in the #1 spot for my favorite song on the entire soundtrack for Minecraft. Anyways, that's about it. See ya.